Getting started with Alexa Bliss's most recent. According to the most recent reports, since the story initially surfaced last week, there has been absolutely no progress in the contract standoff between WWE and Alexa Bliss. They claim that only after plans were made for Alexa Bliss to return and participate in this significant program with the Wyatt Six did Alexa's camp attempt to negotiate a new contract. In response, WWE immediately cancelled all of Alexa Bliss' return plans, which is what led to the current standoff. I'm not sure if this is accurate, but the report gives the impression that no actual negotiations took place. The company's quick and immediate response to the request for a new contract was to simply scrap all plans and say, "Look, it's not a big deal. We don't you? You read the accounts and how they say the events transpired, and that's just the sense and vibe it conveys." Of course, that's not exactly what they said. For example, if they have other celebrities who are supporting the business in the interim, they aren't really worrying about the Alexa scenario. Last week, we discussed the sports comparison. However, if a star quarterback is standing by and the team has a few rookies who are leading them to win and keeping them afloat, the owner of the team is probably not overly concerned about the star holdout. That seems to be the kind of impression that this whole thing is conveying. Since Alexa's camp isn't that desperate, WWE doesn't appear inclined to cave in and give them the whole contract, but they can chat and work things out if Alexa's camp ever feels like accepting what WWE was previously providing. That seems to be the current state of affairs, but it's clear that there are many moving parts and that not all the facts are fully understood. Another significant development in this whole affair was Alexa Bliss, who broke her silence on the subject by posting just one emoji on social media, the heart hands emoji. Even though Alexa included no more words in that post, everyone was aware of what the emoji represented. Alexa used the emoji to express her gratitude to everyone for their love and support amid the current WWE contract holdout scenario. That emoji was the ideal way for Alexa to subtly address what was happening and acknowledge that she sees all the love from the fans, even though she obviously can't say much about what's happening behind the scenes with that situation right now. As of right now, there are no additional updates regarding Alexa Bliss's condition. According to reports, the parties are currently playing hardball with one another, which makes sense given that it's a contract dispute. As a result, the wait for Alexa's return will go on indefinitely. Let's get started. Dominic Mysterio has finally given us a significant piece of plot context Rhea Ripley and I all battled last month. Dominic entered the ring to give Rhea Ripley a hug after she defeated Morgan for the Raw title in January. Fans were perplexed by this incredibly strange move. However, Dominic Mysterio himself asserts that he had a plan to embrace Rhea, but abruptly took the women's world title and turned it into Dominic stated that they didn't think much about the plan after that, but that they would figure it out as they went for Dominic and Rhea Ripley. Together, they appeared in a teaser for the company's upcoming 2K25 video game, which featured gender matches. For several months, is that you can now watch Rhea versus Dominic. This tension between Tiffany Stratton and Mandy Rose is a good place to start. Recently, Tiffany Stratton stated on SmackDown that now that she is the WWE Women's Champion, everyone ought to respect her name. At first look, it appears to be a fairly typical statement, something straightforward that wouldn't land you in trouble with anyone. Surprisingly, though, that was not the case here. The video was taken by Mandy Rose's supporters, who then gave it to her so she could view it. They submitted it to Mandy since, in NXT, she had been repeating the phrase, "Put respect on my name," for a number of years. In response to Tiffany Stratton's promotional material, Mandy Rose claimed that Tiffany had stolen her catchphrase. In addition to claiming that the phrases were plagiarized, Mandy claimed that Tiffany even utilized the same tone and delivery as when she uttered them at NXT. Mandy's claim went viral in the community, and many people began discussing whether or not she actually owned the rights to that slogan. Perhaps she did use it before Tiffany Stratton, but it's such a generic slogan that was used long before Mandy used it, so it's a little dubious to claim ownership of those words. Fans are also questioning how serious Mandy is about taking credit for that catchphrase. Is Mandy Rose genuinely upset and annoyed with Tiffany Stratton? Or is everyone working here and Mandy is only subtly promoting herself to WWE's biggest names in anticipation of a possible comeback? Mandy was talking about feeling like she had unresolved business inside the wrestling ring, but she wasn't sure what the future held, just a few days before the Mandy and Tiffany scenario took off. Fans are now asking whether this could be part of the plan after learning that she is interested in getting back into the ring and then initiating this situation with Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton's reaction to Mandy Rose is the other major issue at hand. Fans are eagerly anticipating that. Fans are eager to watch how Tiffany Stratton responds after Mandy's comments regarding the issue became widespread on the internet and Tiffany had to eventually come across it. Tiffany hasn't addressed the issue in any tweets or Instagram stories as of now. However, fans are curious to see if Tiffany Stratton could simply repeat the slogan in response on WWE television. It's straightforward but efficient. It got under Mandy's skin the first time, so Tiffany has the choice to do it again if she wants to poke fun at her. One of the most bizarre WWE farewells anyone has witnessed in a long time was Mandy's. In the NXT, she has a historic title reign and run. Everyone believes she will have a fantastic main roster run once she wraps up with NXT again because of how drastically her persona and ring skills have grown, but she was dismissed after her title reign ended abruptly. Nobody ever saw the new Mandy Rose on the main roster, so if she ever wanted to come back and resolve these issues with Tiffany Stratton in the ring, everyone would undoubtedly be up for the exchange. Recently, CM Punk's wife, AJ Lee, started to discourse about his potential comeback to the WWE. Since Punk first appeared on WWE TV in 2023, there has been some speculation about AJ's comeback. Punk and Drew McIntyre's feud in 2024 is likely when the excitement around AJ's return peaked. Fans had some optimism that AJ might make a brief cameo appearance during that rivalry for a little role because the tale revolved around a fan bracelet with his name on it, but that didn't happen. Fans are now predisposed to discuss all of these significant returns that will take place during the Royal Rumble. Every year, people dream big and want to see all these bizarre and unique WWE comebacks. Additionally, AJ Lee is undoubtedly discussed by Royal Rumble fans. Jackie Redmond recently filmed a video on her Instagram page while backstage at Raw, asking celebrities what major comebacks they would like to see in the two Royal Rumble bouts. CM Punk said that he had a big women's comeback in mind but that he wouldn't say it because he didn't want to go into trouble when she asked him about the big return he would like to see in the women's Royal Rumble. Naturally, when CM Punk utters such words, everyone immediately believes he is alluding to AJ Lee's comeback to the ring. He would be thrilled to make the comeback, but he would undoubtedly face consequences for revealing it. Therefore, even though it appeared to be the return that Punk was implying, we must remember that Punk also enjoys trolling. Therefore, Punk may simply state that that was the women's return he was referring to when AJ does not attend the Royal Rumble but another women's return occurs. It is absolutely unbelievable what CM Punk says. AJ Lee may not make a Royal Rumble comeback, but fans are still hoping to see her on WWE TV in the near future. During this point, fans are so eager for any WWE-related appearance from her that they would be content with even a cameo as CM Punk's +1 during the Hall of Fame ceremony. 10 years will have passed since AJ last made any kind of appearance on WWE television in April, so perhaps this trend will come to a stop soon.